Hey guys, and welcome to another one of these Draft to Glory episodes. So welcome to episode number 3, and somehow I made my money back after not really getting too much last episode. So first of all, I got so many consumables, and that's where most of the money's come from. And also that silver French right back sold for like 4,000 coins, so that's some decent money back there. But it's now time for episode number 3. I really want that Maldini. Like, I got 2 legends last episode. I want Maldini in this episode. So for this one we got 4-3-3, and also thinking about the 4-3-2-1. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe something different with the 4-3-3, but it is quite attacking, but I'm not sure if that's the way to go. But I will go ahead with the 4-3-3, so there we go, because of course Messi, Bale and the likes of those kind of players will be on full chemistry, so there we go. Messi already on full chem if we can get the other players. So now moving on to the centre midfielder, and we got ourselves nothing really, so I guess we'll go over Cleverly because we could go into Premier League kind of thing, so there we go, and he'll be the second player. So now we'll move on into the striker. Hopefully now we can get something else here. So we've got ourselves Gamero, who's probably the best to go with. Or we could go Morata if we do get a Spanish left winger. But we'll go ahead with Gamero and play it safe. And of course, a lot of French centre midfielders in the Premier League, so that could work out. So there we go. So now moving on to the left winger. Hoping for Ronaldo maybe. Yes, we do. But there is Neymar as well. Or we could, if we do get a few more Premier League centre midfielders, we could use Alexis Sanchez. But that is a risk. So we'll go, I think, with Ronaldo. And hope for obviously the second informed Neymar on the bench. So there we go. So we'll now move on to the cam. Hopefully we can get ourselves someone that actually links up to Gamero. So we don't. But we could go with Belassi, who gets a link obviously with Cleverly. But I don't want to use Cleverly. So for now we'll just go Belassi. Hopefully I can get something better. But now moving on to the centre midfielder, and we get ourselves Schweinsteiger. So I think I'm gonna have to go with a Premier League midfield. So Schweinsteiger will be the last midfielder, and so far we've got basically 7 chem on everyone, so we need some links here. So now let's move on into the left back and hoping for maybe Gaia. We'll find out here. So again, there's no one that links up. Like, we'll have to probably go Mendy. And again, this is not really giving us like good players, but they're all in different leagues, so not really helping us much at the moment. So we'll move on now into the centre back position. We get Zuma, who we could use as well. Also Martinez, but I think we'll go Zuma as he gets the link with, of course, Mendy and Schweinsteiger. So there we go. But now move on into the goalkeeper position. And hoping for maybe Courtois. We get De Gea, but Courtois is there. So it looks like we're going to have a Premier League centre-backs and also midfielders or defenders. So it's all looking good so far. Courtois is an important goalkeeper. And of course he gets the full chem with Kurt Zuma. So let's move on now into the next player in this team. We got ourselves Bartra. We get David Luiz as well. But let's have a look. So Bartra gets no chem. But we could go maybe get Bartra and then Dani Alves, hopefully, Messi, but we could also go Benatia maybe. No, it doesn't really fit into the squads. But we could go Rami, and I think that's the best one to go with. So, should we go Rami? Rami, or do I go... Oh, Perrin maybe is a French, but I don't really want to use him. So it's either Bartra or Remy, and they're pretty similar players. I think Bartra is better defensively, but Remy's better physically. So because Remy's French, he will be into the team, and he's going to be our second centre-back. And we now move on to the final player in this first team, and it's looking good so far. We just need a few more players, and we could go maybe Coleman, get the full link or the green link with Cleverly, but I don't want to use Cleverly. So I think we'll go elsewhere, maybe Carvajal, and hope for a Premier League, La Liga centre midfielder. I think that's the best way to go. So Carvajal makes it into the team. So far 85 rated, 80 chemistry as well. And let's now move on to the bench. So not bad so far, but of course there is room for improvement. So we got ourselves another goalkeeper, and I think just in case we'll go ahead with maybe Diego Alves, just in case we go with the full La Liga squad. So that's got that in the bank. But that's what I was talking about. I could have gone David Luiz, Aure, and then have maybe like Di Maria, informed Di Maria, but that's not happened. So Mangala's terrible, but he would get chemistry with Cleverly and would get chemistry with Zuma. But I just don't like him. I think he was in the last episode. He was terrible, so I'm not going to go ahead with him. We've got Debussy, who could get links, but again, I don't really want to use him, but I think I might have to. So we'll go ahead with Debussy, and let's see how that affects the chemistry. So we'll put him in there. Puts up now to 83. It's not the worst, not the best of right backs, so I might have to go ahead and use him in the first team. So now moving on to the next one, Matteo, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but he will start because he's French, Barcelona player as well, and it's probably a bit of a better upgrade over Rami, so let's put him in there. Moving on now to the fourth of the substitutes, and we get ourselves, we get Gunavali, we get Sissoko, could maybe get a few links, Atsu as well, but I think we'll go Sissoko, and then maybe play him in there, so he gets 6 chem, and of course gets the chem with Gamero as well, so that's a massive play right there, and of course we have Balassi on the bench, so that is all good. We've now got Nasri, could maybe link in. We've also got Mata doesn't fit in, but I want to use him. But maybe Moutinho. But he might get the link with my French left back. So maybe this could work. So I think the only one I can really go with, or Verratti. Verratti gets a link as well, but doesn't get the link with Ronaldo. So we'll go ahead with Inform Matinho, and he'll play in that centre position. Does he get Chem? No, he loses Chem. So I was thinking maybe playing him there, but like, of course, he only gets 2 orange links. So we'll stick with Bastian Schweinsteiger. So I was really hoping that would work, but it's not going to work. And there we go. Gareth Bale. We've got, of course, Di Maria, who we could have gone. We could have had David Luiz, Aurier, and, of course, Di Maria, but I missed out on that. So maybe Neymar, but I don't need a right mid or a left winger. So who do I prefer out of these two? I think I'll go with Neymar. I think Neymar. Do I go Neymar? Bale? I'm not really sure. I think I'll go away with Neymar, but then I could use Di Maria if some more players pop up. Oh my god, because Messi and Ronaldo are probably going to play most of the game, but Gamero is a bit of a weak link in that front three, so I think I'm going to go ahead with Gareth Bale. That 95 pace just makes me want to have him. And now the final substitute, and we've got ourselves Turan maybe could fit in. We could do that maybe, and he'll get a strong link with Mathieu and Messi, but he is obviously not in the right position, but I don't think there's anything else we can go with. Like, Pedro, does he fit in? No, he doesn't. So we'll try Turan. Let's try him out in this team. So he'll go in there. And he actually gets more chem. So 91 chem right there with the 2 strong links. But that means the Bushi's now got no chem at all. So we need maybe a new right back. We get ourselves another informed Neymar, Miranda as well. I think, do I even need Neymar? But, oh my god, who do I go with? Okay, I'm going to go Neymar. Even though Hulk's another good one. But Neymar is going to be in the, of course, another super sub. So he'll go there. So we've got some good players on the bench. We've got Balassi, Bale, and of course Neymar now. We've got Nolito could maybe fit in. Bruno as well could be a massive player. So, oh my god, do I go Bruno? Yes, he's actually quite a decent player. Yet his pace is actually pretty terrible. But he might be useful if I do go ahead with a full Liga team. So now moving on to the next of our players. And there's not really anything that fits in. We could go with this guy, but he'll get a strong link with... he'll get an orange link with Gamero, and then a strong link with Mendy, but he doesn't look that good. Like, I might have to go with that, but he's the only player that really works in this team, so there we go. But let's just try out quickly. If I move him there, that puts us chemistry up a lot, so might have to go with that. We got 2 more French left backs now. We got Courtois and we got Clichy. So Courtois would not really have much of an upgrade on Mendy, so I'm going to try out Clichy just in case I get myself another player, but he doesn't really affect the chemistry. I was thinking he maybe get more chemistry because of Schweinsteiger, but he doesn't. So again, doesn't really fit into the squad. But look at our subs. We've got Bale, Neymar, Ronaldo, and they all can't fit in. And of course, we've got Messi playing in the first team. So the final player is going to be Ilya Mendy, I think. Yeah, so we'll go Ilya Mendy, and he'll be the final player. But does he even fit into the squad? Let's try him, but he doesn't really work in the squad. So right now we've got pretty much a French team with a few Barcelona players. That's really what's happening at the moment. So I'll have a look at the team, hopefully get the chemistry up to 100. But now it's not looking too bad because, of course, we've got so many great players on the bench. And it's as easy as that because now Dani Carvajal is into the first team. Of course, Debusshy's now on the bench. And look how many informs we now have. So could I maybe... I think that's the way I'm going to have it, because I was going to think maybe Rami could fit into the squad, but he can't. So I think for now, that is going to be a squad we're going to roll with. So we've of course got Neymar. Just like, does Neymar help any at all? Like, they really don't help. But Bale maybe, if I can get him into the squad, he does. He gets the same chem as Messi, but I want to use Messi. So I think that's how we're going to go into the first game. Just let's quickly try Courtois or Diego Alves. I think that's what I'm going with. So there's a lot of French players. I've used a lot of French players in this team, but I can't use all of them at the same time, if you know what I mean. So that's the squad I'm going to go with. So hopefully now I can get maybe... I need maybe a Turkish manager maybe, but I could use Gareth Bale and get the full chem, or Arsene Wenger maybe. Like, who do I need chem? So right now I've got... alright, what am I needing? So I need a French manager. I think I'm going to have to go with Arsene Wenger. So he'll be the final part of this puzzle. So that is how the team is going to look as we go into the first game of the episode. We've got Messi as our first or our best forward. Schweinsteiger the best midfielder, and Courtois as our best goalkeeper. And we built a silver high. We've got 9 French players, 12 La Liga players, and 8 Premier League players, giving us a 185 squad rating. And hopefully this episode we can do better than last. I just don't want to concede goals. I need to take my chances as well. So hopefully I can do better than the last 2 episodes, of which going out in the semi-finals, and hopefully with my first draft of the new series. Right, here we go guys, time for the first game of today's FUT draft episode. A great team here, of course, record breaker check and goals, got Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo, and finally informed Neymar as well. So great team, but not the best chemistry, but still should be a big game, and hopefully we can do better than last episode and get further than the semi-finals. So we start off here in this first half, and I made countless amount of tackles, but I just could not get the ball back. You see again Ronaldo acting like he's Akifemo or something, just struggling me off the ball like ease. Finds Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and it's just another goal when the cross comes in. You can do nothing. When Ibrahimovic, how big he is, you're just never going to get the ball off him. So we do actually get a goal back here, thanks to Gamero, our Sevilla striker, with a fantastic finish. And that brings us back on level terms. So hopefully in the second half, is something I actually discovered over this game, is to bring on the likes of Bale, Neymar and Ronaldo in the second half, and just let the team do what it can do in this first half, and try and keep it at least drawing as we go into the second half. So that's what I found out in this first game. We do actually do another bit of great attacking here. We had to find Neymar here, and he goes underneath check, and we make it 3-1. Hopefully this is enough to get into the next round of this draft. But that's such a scrappy finish. Like, I don't know how an 86 rated Czech can not save that, but still going for more goals here. Great pass into Sissoko, getting his second goal of the game, and we have run away with this game 4-1 in the end, thanks to again our substitutions and Sissoko in fantastic form. So there we go, guys. Again, you see the ball through, and that's another nearly 1,000 coins thanks to the coin boost. Take us into the next round in the FUT draft. And now time for game number 2 of today's episode. A decent team here. It's got Konoplyanka on the right hand side, it's got Neymar on the left hand side, and a few other informs like Iniesta, Marcelo, and I think Xavi Martinez as well. So let's see how we can do in this one. And we do start here well with Lionel Messi. He's just able to dribble past players and finds Gamero in the middle, and again he's in space in the right place at the right time, and he's managed to get the first goal of the game. But Lionel Messi is a player I've used a lot obviously on FUT draft. He appears in every single FUT draft like everyone plays, so it's good for a change. It normally doesn't really make much of an effect, but this draft he was incredible, and that's why he's a massive part you're about to see. So now moving on to the second half, as always we're going to bring on Bale, Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo, and hopefully we can get a way past this opponent who was actually dominating us for most of this first half. So we do actually get a great start here. Ronaldo with some great dribbling past the defender, making it 2-1, and we've gone from being on the back foot for most of that first half to now absolutely dominating this guy, and another goal nearly coming there. It falls out here to Turan, as another surprise player in this team. Fantastic shot, and he's a fantastic player, and it's just like the ball wanted to go in. We finally do score here as Gareth Bale gets his first goal of the draft. That makes it 3-1, and again we are running away with this game. So we're going to try and go for more goals. We're not sitting back for a 2-goal advantage. We want to try and get this game over as quick as possible. Clichy making a great run from left back. It's found by Lionel Messi, and again it's just easy finish past the goalkeeper. Makes it 4-1 in the end, and we're through to the semi-finals of the FUT draft. So that's 2 tough games so far, and it's just going to get tougher. So now going into the semi-finals, of course, where we always lose, or we have done so far in this series. It's got Inaki Williams, a left back or left centre back, and a decent team apart from that. So we do actually start off really badly there. I don't know what I was doing with Kurt Zouma. Iniesta goes straight past and makes it 1-0 like really early on in the game, and he made subs after that, which again is a mistake. Let your players play out the first half, then make the subs, is what I say. Turan actually gets a fantastic finish there, showing his long shot. I kind of makes up for the fact that he hit the crossbar in the last game, and now making it 1-1. But again, it's a competitive game, and again at the start of another half, we give away the ball. Aubameyang's just got too much pace. He goes past Zouma, and this is where I make the mistake. Clichy, I try and dive in or whatever. Aubameyang's through, and he just does not miss. And again, we should have been winning easily in this first half. We played so well, even the likes of Gamero, and I actually brought in Ronaldo in that midway through the first half this time, and he just made a massive effect. But Clichy with a fantastic strike, bringing him back on level terms, and I don't want to keep doing this. Letting away a stupid goal, then having to get back into the game. But this time, that's not going to happen. We find Ronaldo, who finds Sissoko. Messi able to turn past 2 defenders and smashes it past the goalkeeper. And finally in this game, we are in the lead, and maybe on the way to the final. It could happen. For the first time in this series, we could be on our way to the final. And you can see again, guys, Neymar on the run here. He finds Messi with a fantastic first touch past the defender and a great finish past the goalkeeper, giving us now a 2-goal deficit over this opponent. And Lionel Messi is just absolutely incredible. I was playing him as a cam in the second half and playing Bale on the right, Neymar on the left, and Ronaldo as a striker. Messi was outshining all of them. He was man of the match, I think, in every game so far, and he's going to do it again. We do actually get ourselves a 5th goal here. Neymar with a fantastic strike, and like so far in this draft, I'm scoring goals. I'm not really conceding too many goals. Like Zouma and Mathieu were so good in defence, and that leads us now into the final and our first chance of the whole series to win the FUT draft. Right, this is a big one. Now time for the final of this FUT draft. He's got David Alaba off chem, he's got Czech off chem as well, I think. But still a great team, 93 chemistry and 84 ratings. So it's going to be tough. but hopefully we can do it. And we're going all the way to the second half now. Iniesta with a fantastic strike, gives the guy the 1-0 lead, but maybe there's time to get back in the game. But that's just one of those goals you just can't do anything about it. He finds the space on the edge of the box. Iniesta, one of those stupid curved goals that somehow find the net, and he makes it 1-0. But we're going back in this game. Lionel Messi again at it, goes past the defender, and it's just amazing again. He does it again, and we're now back in the game. 1-1, and still a long way to go in this game. And of course, we've got the fresh players like Ronaldo and Bale and Neymar to make the difference, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So we get a chance here. Gareth Bale, fantastic cross into Messi, and Messi, out of all the players in the world, beats the goalkeeper and beats the defender. And that's why you don't play players on like 7 or 8 chem, like maybe even less than that. Like, they're never going to beat, even Messi's on 10 chem and he's still able to beat the 2 players off chem. So now we're in a good position here. We make a great tackle there with Dani Carvajal. Messi through the middle into Cristiano Ronaldo. This could be it where we win the draft. We could seal it right here, and Ronaldo does in fact score it. We have now won our first draft of the series. Finally, after 2 episodes, we have finally done it. Ronaldo with the final goal of the series. And hopefully from this point on, we can start making money on this series. We can start having a bit of money left over once we're into the draft. But let's find out what we get in the packs. And hopefully this is the first of a lot of draft wins. Yes, we have finally won a draft in this series. It's taken us 3 episodes, but finally it's happened. A team of champions. Every player that played in that team was amazing. Like, of course, so we had a lot of help from our subs. Bale, Ronaldo, and of course Neymar. But Messi in that 3rd game, incredible. And we have done it. Like, every player, the defense was absolutely solid. I defended well myself as well, which is great. And Sissoko, Schweinsteiger, and of course Turan got a goal in that 2nd game as well. So a fantastic team, and we've done it. We've finally won the draft in this series. I've never been so happy on FIFA. Like, this is a series I want to do well in this series. And yes, we've finally done it in this series. So there we are, 3-1 win versus a very good opponent. And most of the games we played were actually very tough. In the first game, we were losing 1-0. Second half especially, we just came back and smashed him. I think the same in most of the games, but this game was tough. Iniesta got the first goal for him, but after that, we were just a better team. And also, my record is looking a lot better now. We've now got 8 wins and 2 losses, which is a lot better than 4 and 2 as we had before today's episode. But this was an incredible team. Like, not the best of talented teams, but it's a team that works. And I've won a few drafts on my main account as well. I always win with like a Premier League style of team. And Zuma, Schweinsteiger, and Sissoko were so important in that game. And even Clichy was great. Nearly scored as well in that 3rd game. But there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get our prize for winning the draft as well. And of course, we won the first game 4-1, the second game 4-1, the third game 5-2, and then we win the 4th game 3-1. So I defended well, I attacked all right. Like, I missed a lot of chances in the, I think the 2nd and 3rd wins we got. Like, I missed a lot of chances. I should have been like well ahead, as you would have seen from the highlights. But there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and claim our prize, and I'm pretty certain we will make our money back, and we get ourselves a gold pack, and 2 premium gold packs. So basically, we need 10k. I think that's pretty much like we're going to get that. So it's just about what we can get in these packs. And not the best of the packs, but still, it's more about winning the draft. Finally, it's happened in this series. So let's go ahead and open the first of the gold packs. And hopefully, we can get something in this pack. I'm not really expecting much, but just maybe a 3 or 4k back from this pack. So we got ourselves Jimenez. Not a bad first pack. So he will definitely sell for a bit. I also got CM to Cam. I think that sells for a bit as well. Let's go ahead and quickly check. So I think this sells for about maybe 1,000 maybe, but it goes to 200, so not too much, but still a bit of money back. And also, of course, we've got some stuff here that won't really sell. So we'll get rid of that kit, we'll get rid of the Bruges kit, and finally we'll get rid of the Derby Star ball. But I think, like, will this guy sell? Like, I'll quick sell this guy. And also Forlan, he's not really got any good stats, and he won't sell for much more than 300. So there we go. Taking us now up to nearly 6,000 coins. So let's send all the items to the club and move on to the second pack now. So not a bad start. Him is obviously a decent player, and we can make a bit of money maybe from that guy, maybe 600, 700 coins maybe if possible. Second pack, we got ourselves Davis, who hadn't informed early in the season, but that's, again, we got 2 Premier League players. I'll see if one of them sell. This guy, is that guy or girl? I don't even know, but that Chan won't sell. And also got the badge. Does that sell for a bit? Because the kits are, like, a lot of people want the kits. So let's see quickly how much the badge goes for. Maybe a bit of money here. Right, oh my god. Right, let's just quickly say, what? They go for loads. So let's go ahead and list this up. We'll just see how much we can get. But anything's a bonus, because the badges barely ever sell. But I've got one of the best badges on the game. And I think apart from that, we'll send the rest of the stuff to the club. So now moving on to the big ones, the premium gold packs. We're likely to make around about 3,000 or 4,000 at least. So let's see, we get in the first pack, and we get ourselves Oh my, Falcao. So Falcao's not a bad start. So let's just quickly see how much he sells for. So we'll go ahead on the list and compare prices. So here we won't go for too much, but still a bit of money, and it'll go for about 2,000 coins, so that's all good. So that's a good player to start off with. And now time for the final pack of today's episode. We've now got Harry Kane on the front. Hopefully we can get a decent player in this pack. Fingers crossed we can. Come on, give me something big. We got goalkeeper Handanovic. Yes, it is. And I'm guessing he sells for a bit. We got Mikel as well, so not the best of packs, but it's FIFA, so you're never gonna get much in packs. So let's see how much he sells for quickly. And again, he goes for about 2k. So again, we're making our money back for sure in today's episode. That's the main thing. I just want to keep this series going. And finally, as I've said so many times, we have won the FUT draft in this series. So that's a great way to end today's episode. We can get rid of this Jimenez card quickly as well. Let's quick sell him, and that takes us up over 6,000 coins. So 9k left over until we're likely to do another episode. So there we go. Let's send all items to the club. And yeah, let's just quickly go and check out. I think a few of you guys asked in the last episode to check out my stats. So let's go. How do you do it? Right, so there we go. So let's go on to view my draft history. So I've entered 3 times, 3 episodes, 8 wins and 2 losses. And of course, we finally won it as well. So I think I don't really need to improve on much. Just by defending, I need to be sure that I defend as well as I did in those last 4 games. Because I think the first 2 episodes I defended so badly. I pressed a little bit in between those, and finally we got some good results. And thank you to all you guys who have left comments in the last episode with ideas for what to do with defending, like what kind of players to use in defense as well, about having full chemistry in my defense. That is all important, so a massive thank you for all of that. But that's going to be the end of today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed it, remember to smash a like on the video. Let's get over 1,000 likes for another episode of this series, hopefully tomorrow. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.